Up, we have Rose from Solver. Hey, Rose.
Hello, Amy. Thanks for having me.
Yes, welcome to Sage Demo Day.
Thank you. All right, I'll go ahead and share my screen here and we can get started. All right, and you should be able to see the PowerPoint.
Yes, you are good to
Awesome.
go.
Perfect. Sounds good. All right, so my name is Rosha and I'm the Solutions Engineering Lead here at Solver. Today, I'm going to show you how you can accelerate better decisions using Solver's Quick Start for Sage. All right, so what we can see here is the Solver data warehouse and the architecture, which is a next generation pre-configured data warehouse. It's based on the world-leading Microsoft SQL Azure platform. Now, all of your key data, whether it's in-house or cloud-based, it can be stored and available for consolidated reporting, analysis, and dashboards. So, with our all inclusive suite pricing, you can combine financial information, of course, from Sage, as well as pull data from other disparate sources all into a single database that then can be managed by business users. So within Solver, you're going to be using the most flexible report designer on the market, Microsoft Excel, to design and build all of those financial reports and the planning templates. Of course, you can leverage the power and familiarity of Excel to make any complex formulas and requirements simple within Solver. A lot of the organizations that use Solver, they use us to automate financial and operational reports, manage consolidations and eliminations, and streamline their budget process and forecasting, as well as create any powerful visualizations and simulations using tools like Power BI or Tableau. So, how quickly can your company using Sage today gain full visibility into your business? The answer to that lies in our rapid deployment technology called Quick Start. So typically solutions take weeks, if not months to implement, but with Solver's Quick Start and template marketplace, you're going to be up and running in just one day. So let's look at what that looks like within Solver. I'm going to switch my screens here to my Solver portal that you now should be able to see. So I'm logged into our cloud-based portal. And here within my internal Solver data warehouse, I've connected to my data within Sage Intacct in this case, using Solver's Quick Start integration wizard. So with just a few simple prompts, Solver generates a fully automated integration, taking key data from Sage and making that accessible instantly. This can include, and I'll go in here so you can take a look at what some of this might be. This can really include your GL data. So you can see that right here, as well as any subledger information like APAR, any sales type modules, any inventory type modules. And then Solver can also grab data from other sources and systems within your organization, such as payroll. With that quick start setup that's complete, you will now have access to something we call Solver's Marketplace. And this is my favorite because think of it as like a little Amazon, Solver's own Amazon, where you can go in and download and shop all these beautifully designed reports, planning, and dashboard templates at no additional cost. So each template here is completely plug and play to fill crucial business requirements in accordance with best practices. So let's go ahead and right here within my Sage category, take a look at some of these GL reports. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and add and install these reports from our marketplace with one click of a button. These reports are then going to be available to view here directly within my report templates view in my report template section. So let's take a look at that report here that we had just installed, R12. This report here gives me visibility into my current year to date by month, as well as my budget that I've done within Solver. But before I run this report, I can then choose my parameters here at runtime, which will run the report for specific data that I've selected as part of this. And in my case, I'm going to run this for September 2021 for my US entity. And what I can see here as part of this report is some detailed breakdown. So I can see that here within my columns on a monthly basis, as well as I can see my account detailed breakdown or drill into these account groupings to get some more visibility. What I can also do is I can drill down into the transaction level detail that's coming in from Sage. So I can get some more visibility into the transactions and all the fields associated with those transactions. And this can happen directly, like you see from here within Solver, without having to go back into Sage. I can have security controls in place for this. So the different users who will have access to certain accounts or certain areas of the business so that they can just analyze a budget or report on what's relevant to them. Within Solver, you're also just one day away from better predictions and comprehensive budgeting and forecasting models to generate some more accurate outcomes. So Solver offers you the capability not only to budget and forecast at the GL level, but also any granular or detailed level. So let's look at a quick example here. I'm going to click into this personnel or payroll budget template. And here I can easily add in new employees within these green cells, which are data entry or adjustment cells. And you'll notice that as and when I start adding these fields, I can go ahead and budget for those report parameters that I've chosen here. So I can select a hire month, I can put in my hours and a salary amount for this budgeted employee. When I click on the Save Data button, this then saves and commits the information directly into Solver's database, where I can then track the salaries, I can track total compensation, I can track any taxes that I'm including for these different employees. So there's a lot that I can do here. I can then also create as many different versions as I want, which will help me save and track data against different scenarios. So if I want to do some more detailed and frequently changing analysis, I can use different versions and scenarios to do that. So now that we've taken a look at a little bit of a detail template that's not GL related, I do want to move over to a template that is GL related, but it automates some of that budget and forecast for you within Solver. So I'm going to go ahead and click into this P&L breakback model, which is looking to automate my forecasts based on certain drivers. This will create greater visibility into some of those what if scenarios that I might want to perform here. So in my case, I'm using net income as my desired driver, which will then automate the entire forecast for the remainder of the year for my entire P&L. So as I enter that number, you can see that forecast here that has populated for my entire P&L. I've got my actuals that I've already pulled through until the month of March. And what I can also do is I can make any adjustments on the fly, giving my flexibility to generate some more outcomes. So I can go in here and make any desired changes that I want, and I can see that change directly referenced as part of this template. I can make changes at the GL level like you've seen here, or I can make some group level changes if I want to apply them a little bit more globally or at a corporate level. And as I mentioned before, I can then save these against those different versions to keep my originals, as well as anything new that I'm forecasting for comparison purposes. So this here gives you a little bit of a sneak peek of what it would look like to budget both at a granular level as well as at the GL level. And once we've got all these templates set up, Solver's workflow engine that's inbuilt within the planning component allows the power user to automate the distribution of these templates. So each user can be assigned a set of templates with approvals and controls in place. So I'm just going to go ahead and edit this and show you what that looks like. This then, once this is set up, the end user will then receive a notification to complete their assigned templates within Solver, which gives them the flexibility to go in, enter in any line item details, track all the changes, any notes, comments. All of that's usually tracked as part of our activity log through our workflow model. This, of course, ensures that all the budgets that are saved and stored directly within Solver are available then for us for comparisons within reports, ensuring, of course, full flexibility and visibility for administrators within the Solver system. So we've taken a look a little bit around the reports that you can build and around some of those planning templates. I will also mention that Sage users are only 1 day away from better decision making with over 52 Power BI dashboards that you get, and those come out of the box as well. So any dashboard that you want to review as part of using Power BI, if you guys are today, this would provide key insight into goals, performances, trends. You see some simulation style dashboards that we have here where you can play around a little bit more with some what if scenarios there as well. So I can definitely guarantee you with what you've seen here today that with Solver, you're never more than 1 day away from complete insight and better and faster decision making. So I hope you found this helpful. I'm going to leave this up here for a couple of seconds. Like Amy mentioned, I know these are quick sneak peeks, but if you scan this QR code, you're going to learn a little bit more about Solver, as well as you're going to learn a little bit more about how organizations today that are using Solver go beyond using it for the FP&A function. So beyond the finance team, how you can use Solver operationally, how you can use Solver across the board within the different teams and departments in your organization. So thanks again for having me. And Amy, I'm going to hand this one back to you.
Thank you so much, Rose. Yes, feel free to get that QR code to download this white paper to learn more. So thank you so much. All right, we got 2 more to go.